Bonjour, it's your boy Ing Mandela with Chiller Boy episode 7 of the podcast. Let's fucking go, baby. The episode is named Wanna Get Into It Burchell. Jay Burchell, which is a Canadian actor you have seen in a fucking amazing movie like Tropic Thunder, The Goons, How to Train Your Dragon. This is the end. The guy has a successful career, and he's Canadian, so we're proud of our boy, right? It's funny that because it's weird because like I said, the boys are always together. They're always talking. So in this one, they explore something and talking about Kermit the Frog and Fellatio. The actor of Kermit the Frog, as a joke, gave Fellatio to the puppets. And it's kind of cool because bringing this up is weird. Bringing this up at the podcast beginning is weirder than when you say we were talking about this before. It kind of makes sense. That was a cool way of bringing something uncomfortable, right? I love Jay Baruchel. I think he's funny. He's not my favorite actor, actually. He's okay, but he's a Canadian and I have to be proud of the boys, you know? Solidarity. It's funny because when I was talking about the last episode how it does seem like the boys are close with they're really close with their friend, how they're close with Snoop Dogg. In this one, Jibber Schultz, he doesn't even say hi. He's hi, but still doesn't say hi. Another way he's testing battery, and we have the Julian who tells him a good trick, and the guy doesn't follow the trick, so it's kind of funny. We got the boys fucking up the screen, so they want to get full screen, they can't, so it's kind of funny, right? We have a Sunnyvale hat on Jim Marshall, and that's just the boys introducing the guests and making sure that they're part of their world, right? And Snoop, we saw that he was part of the movie. It was part of the 11th season with Jay Baruchel. They showed a little something and they went to commemorate that, so they wear a hat saying Sunnyvale. And it's super cool because Bubbles lost his, right, and Jay Baruchel has one, so it's like Bubble ask him a question. He's like, where'd you get that hat? And the guy said, both because you look like Columbo. And he started to tease Bubble about how he can see shit, how he cannot do anything about it. And Bubble's like, yo, I know you fucking stole it. I was just kidding. When I get into it, Burchell, and it's so fucking nice. And I love that because Jay Baruchel in this moment is kind of like being a dick, but the boys are bringing him back. Talk about Johnny World. Oh my god, Ricky and the show. He sells weed to Jay, and they talk about it in the podcast. But the Jay is so high, he doesn't understand that it's legal and it's okay. So he's like, no, don't talk about that, right? Everything I buy is a declared, even though it's not, it's just too high. We got another. We're talking about the sponsor. We're talking about, and it's fun because yeah, we talk about the Bone Shaker. Did not enough. We talk about Mike Wackerly. We don't talk about him enough. However, it's kind of cool because in this one we talk about the burger, and again we're talking about the sponsor. Ricky called Mark Wahlberg Marshy Mark, which was one of this old role that he played. So super cool because he is Marky Mark, but it's not Mark Wahlberg. He is an old character. So it's kind of cool that we're seeing this because it's funny. We have the $5. They were drawing the Star Trek character on the $5, and everybody was doing it. So the actual government had to say, dude, stop doing it. Stop doing it. You can't. And it's kind of cool because we're seeing it's kind of cool because we were seeing people just doing something fun, right? And how it got to a point where the government was supposed to step in. Again, it's part of Canadian history, right? I wrote down com edition. What? I think it's a Trump election using there's a funny way. I don't know what I've written. I'm sorry, and I don't remember because I watched this morning. I watched too much content. We were talking about the lettuce, how it would be cool to jack off with. So again, super disgusting thing. Honestly, but it's funny because again the boys are fucking around, and you kind of expect them to fuck around. So everybody else that say that would be weird, but for the boys, like, oh, they're fucked, right? We were talking about they were talking about how a Nazi goal was found, right? And the Nazi goal, it's funny because Jay Baruchel makes some sense talking about the Nazi goal, and then he's talking about anything and it doesn't make any sense. So it's not clear if you should believe that it's Nasty Gold. Bubbles say it is, so I trust Bubbles. But still, it is cool because we have a podcast where it's supposed to be like this serious, it's supposed to be topic, but then it's a boy, so you don't know if you should take it seriously or not. And it's amazing because last episode we had no, it's Super Cats. We had Bubble talking about his cat and how it was an episode of Little Obo. So, and I don't mind being lied to. It's a fucking show. I don't care about being lied to. I care about being entertained, and that's fucking entertaining. We have they asked him for the plan for the future, but the guy is too high to say something. It's like about Goon 2. Goon was a Canadian movie about hockey. One of the latest, one of the only and last Canadian hockey movie I saw. Super good. There's some super talented actor. The story is good. All right, we don't see enough of a hockey movie, and it's a national sport, so it's kind of cool that the boys are making this, right? They want to change focus, they want to change the character, how they do wanna put some character in front of it. So it's kind of cool that we're getting the first movie, and they're listening to the feedback, right? And the boys are here to like do an interview, which is fucking cool. We have the connection to time. Okay, they talk about Trinity Dragon, and it's funny because Ricky has a grandson, so Trinity Dragon is something. Jay Baruchel did it on Trinity Dragon, and nobody would give a shit except for Ricky that has a grandson. So that's something I love, something I like watching, something I like to know, I like to learn. Right? We got plastic. Oh fuck! I don't write properly. I write like a shit, dude. It's bad. Plastic Glide, Elmo Combo. Okay. Talk about how they want to renovate the Elmo Combo because this is the thing they want to promote for their sponsor, Michael Wackerly, and they talk about how it's kind of cool because they're talking about this, all these celebrities they come to talk about it, and it's more about Jay because Jay is Canadian, and it's a Canadian bar, so it's more about him. They talk about the banging again. So yeah, so they talk about it for cheap. So now, kind of getting old, but it's a voice, right? It's part of the universe. Public mental health. Okay. Oh yeah, they're talking about yeah, plastic. Yeah, I remember now. Talking about a plastic slide, right? And they're talking about how people would slide naked just for fun, and if it was a dude, Julian would look up. So it's super funny because they want to do it, and it's a boys. It's a boys day to day. You would expect a conversation about a plastic slide. You would expect they tease Julian. They would expect that. So it's kind of cool that we're getting this, right? That we have mental health. Oh my gosh! So there's this guy, right? Who shits outside, and they haven't caught him, and he used to take shit in a lot of places, so they call him a. So Ricky's like, is it a fetish I don't know about? And the boys are like, no, it's not a fetish. This guy's just crazy. So they start having Dick of the Week, and it's so cool because it's a good concept. It's a crazy cool concept. And yeah, that's the episode. It does feel like I'm reading a lot of this, but again, I would have to do literal like watch the show, react, watch the show, react. I'm not watching directly because I want to give you my afterthoughts. And if I have to do that, I have to remember what I watch. And if I have to remember what I watch, I have to read. So apologize for if it seemed like I'm reading too much. But hey, okay guys.